In July of 1935, in the quiet academic setting of Princeton, New Jersey, two of the most brilliant minds in theoretical physics, Albert Einstein and Nathan Rosen, were working together at the Institute for Advanced Study. During this collaboration, they published a groundbreaking paper that would stretch the imagination of the scientific community for decades to come. Through their work on general relativity, they proposed that the very fabric of space and time could allow for shortcuts, passageways that could connect two distant points in the universe. These theoretical structures, initially referred to as Einstein-Rosen bridges, are more commonly known today as wormholes. These bridges are essentially tunnels through the fabric of space-time, allowing for the potential to travel astronomical distances instantaneously. The concept involves the extreme bending of space, connecting two different regions like folding a piece of paper and punching a hole through it to link opposite ends. For example, our closest star system, Alpha Centauri, lies 4.2 light-years away, a distance that would take over 4 years to traverse at the speed of light, or 186,000 miles per second. Such a journey is impossible with current propulsion methods, making wormholes an appealing, though highly theoretical, solution. Yet, the idea of wormhole travel, as thrilling as it sounds, is fraught with immense scientific and technological challenges. For a wormhole to be traversable, stable enough for matter to pass through, it would require an unimaginable amount of energy. Scientists speculate that a special form of matter, termed exotic matter, might be key to keeping these passageways open. This exotic matter would need to have negative mass, something that, to date, has not been observed in nature. Despite its hypothetical nature, the possibility of its existence remains open in theoretical physics. To illustrate the energy requirements, imagine converting the entire mass of Jupiter into pure energy. Even that might not be sufficient. We're talking about energy levels millions of times greater than what a nuclear bomb could generate. As a result, most scientists believe we are still far from building such technology, if it is even feasible at all. However, some researchers argue that wormholes may not need to be artificially created. Perhaps they already exist, formed billions of years ago during the chaotic conditions of the Big Bang. In 1991, scientists at Vanderbilt University proposed that the birth of the universe itself might have caused the creation of natural wormholes. During the Big Bang, space-time was being twisted, stretched, and compressed in violent, unpredictable ways. It's conceivable that some of these warps in space-time were so extreme that they collapsed in on themselves, forming tiny wormholes, perhaps no larger than an atom. While imperceptible to us today, such wormholes might be scattered across the universe, and under the right conditions, some of them could be stretched open into usable portals. Since the universe has been expanding ever since the Big Bang, it's possible that these primordial wormholes have expanded as well. What started as a microscopic anomaly in the fabric of the cosmos might have grown into a gateway the size of a spacecraft. This raises another intriguing question. If these wormholes exist, could they have already been used? Ancient astronaut theorists believe it's possible that advanced beings may have accessed these celestial shortcuts long before humanity developed the capacity to even comprehend them. Could wormholes or stargates explain ancient myths of gods descending from the heavens? One of the most compelling modern-day incidents to speculation occurred in Rendlesham Forest, Suffolk County, England. On December 26, 1980, U.S. Air Force personnel stationed at a nearby base encountered strange lights in the forest. Airman John Burroughs and Sergeant Jim Penniston were among those who investigated. They described the air as feeling electrically charged and claimed that time itself seemed to slow down as they approached the lights. Penniston reported seeing a black triangular craft about 6 feet high, covered with strange glyphs. When he touched the craft, he received a download of binary code into his mind, a series of zeros and ones he would later write down. Years later, a computer programmer deciphered this message, revealing the chilling phrase, "Exploration of humanity. Continuous for planetary advance. Eyes of your eyes. Origin year 8100. This message opened the door to a wild possibility. What if these beings weren't extraterrestrials from another star system but rather time travelers from our own future? Both Penniston and Burroughs experienced long-term health issues, including symptoms consistent with radiation exposure. Burroughs even suffered from vision and throat problems, and one doctor questioned whether he had been exposed to a radiation source. Moreover, both men reported recurring dreams involving time travel and future events. Peniston claimed to have seen visions of future human civilizations 40,000 to 50,000 years ahead of us, and he felt these visitors came not to invade but to correct something that had gone horribly wrong in the timeline. This aligns with another strange incident that occurred on April 25, 1977, in Pampa, Luscoma, Chile. At 4:15 a.m., Corporal Armando Valdez and his 7-man unit witnessed 2 bright violet lights descend from the sky. Valdez approached the lights and then vanished, only to reappear moments later with 5 days' worth of beard growth and a watch showing the date 5 days in the future. He collapsed and muttered an eerie phrase, "You don't know who we are or where we come from, but we will be back soon." Chile has since become one of the most active regions in the world for UFO sightings, with the Chilean government openly investigating some of these events. Its vast, uninhabited deserts and glacier provide the perfect hiding spots for any advanced beings or technologies wanting to observe humanity discreetly. But the question remains, are these just aliens, or are they us from the future? In 1953, an alleged UFO crash occurred near Kingman, Arizona. Decades later, a retired military engineer named Bill Uhouse claimed that the U.S. government not only recovered the craft but also collaborated with a being they nicknamed J-Rod, a highly intelligent insectoid creature who claimed to be a human from the distant future. According to microbiologist Dan Burish, J-Rod explained that a catastrophe on Earth had forced a group of surviving humans to live underground, where they evolved into an entirely new species resembling insects. Interestingly, this mirrors the legends of the Hopi, Zuni, and Navajo tribes, which describe people who once lived underground and assisted humans during times of cataclysm. Could J-Rod and the Ant people be one and the same, human descendants returning through time to guide or warn us? The possibility that advanced technology from the future has already reached us gains further credibility when we revisit the work of one of history's most brilliant and misunderstood inventors, Nikola Tesla. In 2007, MIT researchers managed to transmit electricity wirelessly across a room, a feat Tesla had already envisioned over a century earlier. In 1899, Tesla experimented with wireless power transmission in Colorado Springs, inserting light bulbs into the ground miles away from his transmission tower and successfully lighting them using the Earth itself as a conductor. Tesla believed he could one day transmit electricity wirelessly around the globe, and even to other planets. But when financier J.P. Morgan discovered Tesla's true aim to provide free energy to the world, funding was cut, and the project was ultimately dismantled. Tesla often claimed that his inventions came to him in visions, like holographic images appearing before his eyes. He believed these ideas were not from dreams or imagination but transmissions from an external source. In fact, during one of his experiments, Tesla believed he had received a radio signal from Mars. He later published an article in *Collier's Weekly titled Talking with the Planets expressing his belief in intelligent extraterrestrial life. Tesla even developed blueprints for flying machines that bore striking similarities to modern depictions of UFOs. His field propulsion designs required no wings or fuel and were entirely electric, possibly using anti-gravity principles. Some theorists suggest Tesla may have been in contact with extraterrestrials, or was himself a human conduit for otherworldly knowledge. Ancient Indian texts like the Vedas describe Vimanas, flying machines used by the gods, that match Tesla's concepts. Were these flying chariots powered by the same energy Tesla tried to harness? And if Tesla truly communicated with advanced beings, did he fulfill their mission? Some believe the answer is no. If Tesla's technologies had been fully realized, we might today live in a world of free energy, teleportation, anti-gravity travel, and planetary peace. Instead, his innovations were buried, discredited, or weaponized. One modern example of his foresight is Israel's Iron Beam, a laser defense system capable of destroying missiles mid-air, remarkably similar to Tesla's 1920s vision of a death ray. Tesla once said, "The present is theirs, the future, for which I have really worked, is mine." The question remains, was Tesla merely ahead of his time, or was he connected to something far beyond it? Thank you for watching this video and don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel.